Good.
They 100% can hear us right now, I think.
Shit.
I don't know what they is. Maybe AI is listening, but that's about it.
Please like us.
Please. Welcome everyone to another episode here of the Wish You Were a Beer Show. Thank you for stopping by as always. As Phil rookie cracks a beer. Are you all right?
Did you hear that? It did not. I was like expecting like a "we're
It
back"
didn't make a single sound.
nice crack, and I got nothing. It was like
That'd have been really rude of you, actually, because we were just doing an intro. We had just started the show.
Are we live?
Yeah. Whoa, my bad. If you're unfamiliar with us, we do this show sporadically on Thursdays whenever the hell we feel like it. 8 p.m. Eastern. You can go to our About section on here and follow all of our social medias. We're everywhere. It's getting out of hand.
Yeah.
We were on TikTok. We're back on TikTok. We were huge on TikTok. We're gaining new TikTok. I don't know what to do with TikTok, but we are on there. Also on Instagram. Obviously, we use Untapped for a lot of our beer reviews. So if you're on Untapped, you can find all of our individual handles as well. Go to our website, wishyourbeershow.com. Check us out there. You can find our old, terrible episodes, and then you'll get a feel for how polished these ones are.
You'll be very grateful. You'll be like, man.
Yeah, Rails End episode, like 6 episodes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, go watch the Rails End episode, which Phil is wearing their shirt.
It is fun.
Yeah, not only was our performance at a level at which I didn't think was possible,
right?
But Rails End also did the show from a phone at the bar. God, it was amazing.
Yep, a little loud.
And let's be honest, I'm not wearing this shirt. This shirt is wearing me.
I don't comment what I wanted to comment with that, actually, in all honesty. Well, this is actually our first show of 2025, so we appreciate everybody for stopping by. As we've done in the past, we typically take some time off for the holidays. Everybody to go see family, everybody to get a little bit of breather and just pound beer without having to worry about reviewing it or being on camera while you do.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
Great. Off to a good start.
Oh, yeah. But it is January, so I assume some people are doing dry January. Really proud of you.
You can also go look at our dry January episodes that we did 2 years ago.
Just look at those 6 episodes of Tiffany being so nice and friendly.
Of Tiffany just looking at us like, God, are you guys always like this?
Yep.
Or am I just completely sober?
I am completely sober.
I thought your relationship was going to be over after dry January.
That makes 3 of us. Because the dog was upset as well because we were doing a lot of arguing. And that's fine.
No, I proved to myself I'm not an alcoholic, so now I'm good. I can go 31 days without beer.
That's fair.
So
that's fair.
Obviously, I'm fine.
Poor Kevin over here. I'm trying to make a living.
At AA, once you get your 30-day chip, they just send you home. You're done.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you're done.
You've made it.
You're done.
Yeah. So it's fine.
Well, we're not going to spend too much time catching up with each other because despite how we act on the show, we actually like each other and somewhat keep up with each other with some regularity. Well, hold on. There's an emerging cyber attack technique that's threatening your life online and may let hackers, steal my passwords, online identity, and privacy. I'm just going to accept that risk. That's a life I live.
It's a good accept.
It's a work computer. Who cares? I'm just kidding. It's not. It's not.
I was like, what? It's fine. My face did not just give that joke away. I'm sorry.
Now we've got a full show to get to, being our first full show of 2025. So we're gonna get back to some things we've done in the past. We've got a couple of new things as well. But I do want to find out what everybody is drinking before we get to the show beer. Phil, you're drinking a beer, I assume.
I am. I magically, this Virginia Beer Company, Terminally Pretty, showed up in my house. And I've had it before, and let's just say I'm happy to have it again.
Nice.
The hell is lager, and it is fantastic. Of course.
Nice.
It's Virginia Beer Company. Is there anything that they do wrong?
Yes.
If they did, they dumped it, and we'll never know.
They have hurt me at a high level, and we'll do a whole show on it. But
when's the pickle beer coming back? I guess that's my question.
That is such a debate.
You can still get a pickle beer currently. It's just a tradition.
So
and it was also a fucking banger.
They just didn't can it. Sorry.
It's only on draft. Sorry.
But I'm drinking a tradition beer. So we found a Lola in the back of the fridge, and it's delicious, Kevin. It held up. But it's just a lager that they did with one of their bartenders, Corbin. So it's delicious.
Yeah, so he did some of the recipes, some of the ideas. He did the can art as well.
Mm-hmm.
So fun little project for everybody involved there.
It's a honey lager.
Yeah,
it's quite
tasty. In the comments section, Abby is drinking soy sauce. So
Abby's got a lot of things going on right now. I don't know if you've met her, but honestly, anytime she does anything, I'm like, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah. Vero is drinking electrolytes.
Oh, that kind of day, huh? Or just not feeling well. Usually if I'm drinking electrolytes, it's because yesterday was awesome.
Or I am so sick, I'm dying.
Mm-hmm.
It's one or the other.
Are you a Pedialyte fan, or do you actually go all in on Pedialyte?
So I don't drink Pedialytes for children.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I've been drinking the wrong thing.
Enjoy your half an adult serving size of electrolytes you actually need. I prefer to get Electrolyte. It's called Electrolyte. It's more geared towards the drinking age, if you will.
What's your favorite flavor?
His
is purple.
Yeah, it's purple, but
not the Sunny D. You love the purple stuff.
I like the purple stuff. But what is the name? It's Berry Bliss. Berry Bliss is kind of my guy. Yeah.
I'm a red
it grows from the bliss tree, I believe, is where they get that flavoring.
I don't even think berries grow on trees, but we run a beer show, not a fucking botany club. So, yeah, that's right. I go for Pedia heavy. You can keep the Pedia light. He'll drink one that looks like Windex.
I do.
I got it.
I believe it's a berry flavor as well.
You're damn right it is, because it's nondescript. I don't know what a berry tastes like. So if you tell me it's berry flavored, I'm like, berries are awesome.
Yeah. Blue raspberry is a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raspberry.
Daniel, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a 1700 beer. This was 13 Button Salute. It's an American IPA. And it was a damaged can in the process of packaging, so I got it for free.
The only thing better than beer is free beer.
Actually, Daniel pulled it out of their fridge and threw it on the ground.
I Adam Sandler'd it. I threw it on the ground.
He's like, it's damaged. You have to give it to me for free now.
Discount can.
He just runs into the refrigerator, slams it. There's a lot of damaged cans.
I've done stupider things, Phil. Somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Speaking of stupid things that I did tonight. Sorry, I'm going to get us off track for a second.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Yeah.
But I have to talk about it because I did it tonight, and it makes me chuckle.
Okay.
So I've started doing some workouts at the gym.
Okay.
It's a thing I've done. And I started making a rule that I just take a class. Like, doesn't matter what the class is. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to see what this is all about.
Okay.
One that's called the chop off.
Oh, no. You signed up for that?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's a big rubber axe.
Yep.
And you just slam a tire. Fantastic. It was me and 6 women just going at these tires in the room where there's glass windows. Everyone can see us.
Yes.
I'm just wailing on this tire.
I love it.
It was fucking exhausting.
Yeah.
30 minutes of just wailing on a tire.
Yeah. What kind of music do they play during that event?
Just angry. Angry music.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny.
They play a bunch of Lorena Bobbitt sound clips.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Play a lot of doo-hast.
A lot of doo-hast. Everyone chopping time.
Oh, I had so much fun in there. All right.
I love it.
That does have fun.
I love it.
I like workouts that don't look like workouts.
Yeah, or they don't feel like workouts. It's like, what the hell am I doing? Whatever.
Yeah, that was kind of the thing. I've been like going and I get so bored at the gym. And so I was like, I gotta like just do something stupid every week. And so I was like, oh, that seems like a stupid class. I'm gonna take that one.
And now you love it and you're going back.
Yeah. Gone twice. Love it.
Twice?
Yeah.
When did you start this?
Last week. 2 weeks in a row I've done Czech.
Okay. It's a once a week class?
Yeah, for 30 minutes. That's it.
Just buy a wood burning stove that's your only heat. You could be doing this for free and living.
True.
But then it'd be a real axe, and man, it is easy to cut shit off with that. Trust me.
It'd be really weird if I was walking around Miami Beach with an axe.
I love you're just out in your like courtyard splitting wood. What is happening?
In a beach town.
I will send you a cord of unsplit lumber if you will just video you splitting wood in your courtyard area for one full day. Skip the workout 1 week and actually split wood and film it. And it's well, yeah, that's Miami.
Naturally.
Yeah,
that's how I go to the gym.
Yeah, not New Hampshire here, my guy. We got to show off. Right.
All right. Let's get
Thank
back.
you for
Right.
that bit of information. I will be requesting that someone video you through the glass windows so we can have additional clips for later in the show.
Perfect.
That is yes. But let's
That aside, let's
do a real segment.
Yeah, let's do a real segment. We haven't done it in a while because, frankly, there hasn't been any fucking news we're talking about. But
Well, not beer.
now there is. Now there's beer news. All right, so
And he's back.
and Gabriel has arrived.
Hey, bud.
Gabriel back.
God, I love it. So this is a portion of the show where typically we pull something from the beer world. Sometimes we call it news. Sometimes it's just stories that are beer centric or within that vein. So we found a story this week, and I think we've done it before in some capacity, but I think it's always an interesting beginning of the year of what people are forecasting beer trends to be for this year. And granted, if you Google these, there's 70,000 different lists of these.
20 different people with 100 different opinions.
Correct.
So
I thought this one was interesting because I think some of them on there are correct, and a few of them on there are batshit crazy. They've never had a beer.
or just like
Nope, I know.
Or just I feel like it's either it's already been a trend, like
Yeah.
And I don't believe we're all the way around again.
Well, yeah. So the first one, fruit flavored beers, right? So like fruit forward beers or fruited beers. I feel like this was a boom like 3, 4, almost 5 years ago. Have we just
back around?
come full
I don't know.
circle? Yeah.
And that's kind of my.
I mean, that is what happens. I mean, there's only so many trends, I guess, that they could.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah,
will say that
hard.
I have been seeing a lot of these though. I've gone out a few times to a few breweries and they mentioned the raspberry is like the big trend this year.
And cherry.
Yeah.
And I've definitely seen the raspberry cherries. I've been seeing a lot of those. So it's interesting how it is kind of right. But I feel like maybe they're always there anyways. And I don't know.
I feel like every brewery that we go to, whether it's like a local brewery that we hang out with some regularity or like a new place that we go to, I feel like everyone typically has some type of fruit forward beer almost year round.
Or a seltzer. Like
Or a
is
seltzer
technically
that's
a
pretty
beer.
close to fruited in some capacity.
Right.
So I'm not entirely against this one. The next one was the real lagers, which I'm gonna let Tiffany talk about because I don't speak a foreign language.
Yeah, I was confused by this section.
So basically you can take there's certain lager yeasts that you can do a higher ferment with, but usually what you would do is you'd start at like a lower lager temperature and then raise the temperature up over time, like a shorter period of time, so that you can basically shorten the time of creating a lager.
So it's not a true lager. You didn't actually lager it.
It's not a 6 to 8 week process. Right. It's like a 2 week process because you've shortened, you've cheated. But there's also some other ways of, making it's like a Pilsner, but it's not. Like there's a couple people I know who have done this successfully. It tastes great, but it doesn't have the clean, crisp like lager taste, or it's just not as clear. There's a couple of like dead giveaways, but you know, to each their own. But I am excited that real lager. I feel like lagers really have been making. Sorry, I just hit you. They really have been making a comeback over the last couple of years because I think most people are just they like beer, and the beer market is adjusting, and so it's maybe not necessarily catering to everybody. It's kind of like, okay, well, we all like to drink beer, so let's just make beer we like to drink.
Right.
So, but yeah.
I am exhausted. Let's get to an easy one that I can explain. All right. So now, I think this is very true anyway.
I love this one.
I do.
More of this. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And it's really just the trend of coming back to your local brews, your well-established local facilities, a new place that's doing beer, but it's doing it in your backyard. And a lot of these breweries are dialing back on some of their heavy distro and trying to get their name pushed all around the United States or internationally. Right. And they're going, hey, we got a great like group of people that literally supports us year round, drinks beer here every day, if not, multiple times a week. Like, so I think that is a great trend. And I hope that it actually is a true trend and not just somebody influencing this story going, whoa, people drink local.
Oh, this is interesting. Abby's bringing up Abby over at Tradition, saying that they're making a couple, which I'm assuming is she's talking about the lagers.
The lagers, yeah.
That's so. Look at trend happening.
Yeah.
Finally a trendsetter. yeah, that's it.
Yeah. She's also trying to make drinking soy sauce a trend, but
Yeah.
It's catching on. The next one I don't care for, and I feel like it has already been done. I'm just not a huge fan.
I say get rid of it. Yeah.
Yeah, confectionery flavored beers. So your pastries, stouts, your just everything over the top, like decadent, like I don't know. Don't get me wrong. I've had a bunch of those style beers, and just about every single one of them is fucking delicious. I just don't want another.
Yeah, it's a one and done beer. Exactly.
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of these beers are kind of using either like name brands to like morph with it. So it's like Oreo beer, and you're like, all right.
Yeah, buddy.
But it's like then they're kind of doing a grab of like the brand. And it's,
yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like pastry stouts.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I don't need one.
I don't
3 times a week.
Right. So it is a name grab to your point, and it's also just I feel like it's like you're brewing for. Yeah, it is. They are a lot.
Like 800
it's
calories.
A one and done beer.
That's like 4 chop off classes I'd have to take.
I love you're going to start measuring shit in chop off classes.
Oh, that's how I do it now.
I love it.
Every time I eat something, how many chop off classes am I going to have to take to burn this one?
And the last one, which I can definitely get on board with, and I do hope is consistently a thing, or at least relevant every year in some capacity, is light and functional beer. I love craft beer. I love drinking a fucking triple IPA as much as the next person, but sometimes it is nice just to have a 4.5% and hang out and be around the people you want to drink beer with. And there's a lot of our breweries in the areas have already started doing some of that and making some flagships that are in that vein. Like, hey, this is our easy beer. Like, you can just drink this all fucking day.
Well, they even call out cream ales here, and shout out Abby, Kevin. You guys are still your trendsetters there. Mm-hmm. You do have a cream ale on draft right now.
Yeah.
So and there's a lot of light, like very drinkable beers.
Yep.
Which I love.
I'd say this one's probably on trend too because of the non-alcoholic beers that are becoming so popular that it's almost like, hey, I don't want a non-alcoholic beer, but I also don't want an 8%er.
I want a 4 to 5%. Right.
We're going to kind of see that.
Yeah. And I think those people and I have different struggles in life because I would like a 12%er and I don't want to remember that I was here.
But you drove us home.
What? Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. Don't drink and drive. Jesus Christ. I'm not saying that Jesus shouldn't drink and drive. He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
Hey.
I'm just putting it out there.
Yep.
Okay.
Heard.
These are not Tiffany's personal views or the views of her employer. However, don't drink and drive, Jesus Christ. Commas are important. All right. Sorry.
If you're a new viewer, we are going to move into our cool trivia segment here in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
So on the bottom, you will see there we use Kahoot. So you can go to kahoot.it or you can download the Kahoot app. You're going to put in the game pin and come up with a creative, fun name.
Yeah, we are doing kind of a winter theme, snow theme this evening. Yeah. So off, top of your head, if you can think of something snow or winter related, extra points for a prize that doesn't exist, but still.
Every once in a while we do give something away, but you'll have to play to find out.
Yeah, and every time we give Gabriel a new fucking shirt. Like, we're unimpressed at this point.
But yeah, while we wait for players to come in, I had a shower thought earlier today, and I thought I remembered it.
Okay.
Just while we wait for people to come in. So everyone start getting in, or else you're going to have to keep listening to my shower thoughts.
Let me sign up.
I got to ask you, do you have products in your shower that are for showers when you aren't going anywhere versus showers when you are going somewhere?
Yeah, it's called soap.
No.
If I'm not going anywhere, it's just a rinse.
No. But I have products that are for like every other shower, every like once a week shower.
This doesn't exist on its own. Like these are a whole different set of products.
Yeah, like today I had to use my purple conditioner because I have enough gray that it gets a little like brassy.
For me, what I'm kind of getting at here is like I've got like the products that like because I have like like tonight I took a shower after the workout, after the chop off, right?
After I'm done chopping off, I prefer a shower.
I've got a conditioner in there that smells like Girl Scout cookies.
Okay.
That's my when I'm staying home conditioner because I can smell the nice sweet coconut smell in my hair.
No one else gets to smell that.
Well, when I'm showering before I go to work, I've got my bourbon and cigarettes soap so that I smell not like that when I go to work. So I was just wondering if that was something anyone else did. If it was just me.
I mean, I'm sure you're not alone.
Yeah, I don't think you're alone. I just can't tell you the last time I bought two separate products for one shower.
I keep attempting to like help Daniel, and he's not interested.
It's more just you have the nice one that you spend a little bit more money on. That's like the nicer product, and that's the one like is your going to work product. And then you've got like your kind of like fun, kind of like less expensive, weird VO5 raspberry.
Don't you VO5 raspberry me. If you're going to the club, I got VO5 in the rack.
Well, I was wondering. There's a shower thought.
God, I bet you have that clip as well, don't you?
I should.
Yes,
I will. Do. All right. Well, we've got two people in there, so now I think we can get started.
I got time. Are we going to roll a trivia clip? Is this something new that you're going to attempt to do? Or
yeah, let's start some trivia.
Okay. I dig it.
I love that dog.
I love dogs. All right. So if you're unfamiliar with trivia, again, it's through Kahoot. You can join at any time. So make a team name, jump on in. It's not only about getting the correct answer, it's about getting the correct answer faster than everyone else. So don't get plowed. Don't Ed Snowden it up. Don't be Bogart Both and Olaf it out. Just go with your gut, make a decision. Half the time these questions are written while drinking. So don't argue with the answers. Don't tell me this is a subjective question.
We tried. You
write some trivia, Kevin. Oh, sorry. Snow can come up here. All right. So question 1. Quiz. What is the snowiest state in America? New Hampshire, Maine, New York, or Alaska?
Whew. Damn, that was quick and everyone was wrong.
Quick off the draws. Yeah, obviously it's Alaska. Did you guys forget Alaska was a state? Were you arguing with each other like in the house? Like, I don't think Alaska's a state yet.
Just hit Maine.
Hit Maine.
Gabriel's like, I'm from Maine.
Snowy as hell.
So it is Alaska. Some of that is based off pure volume, land mass. It can collect more snow when you think about it. Let's see who's in the lead. Oh,
no.
Have we had anyone not get a single question?
Maybe not off the bat.
I feel like this could be the one. I feel like
if you haven't enjoyed
trivia. No one studied snow trivia.
You could still win this thing.
Yeah.
Question 2.
Ed Snowden's on the come up. All right. What is the snowiest country in the world? Japan, Canada, Norway, or Russia? God, it's like you don't even listen to Tiffany.
So I lived in Japan in the northernmost prefecture on the main Honshu Island.
Now we got to talk about the story again because y'all don't watch the show.
And it is the snowiest place on earth. There's a specific road in Amori Prefecture that it's called the Golden Line.
Ew, I'm trying that.
And it is like you'll see photos of buses, and then the snow is like another bus above them. Like they carve the road out. It's insane. And then if you go up into Hokkaido, they do have like the snow monsters and stuff, which are like trees that are just covered in snow. Very, very crazy. Like it's like lake effect snow, but it's ocean effect snow. It's insane.
Because they're an island.
They are an island.
You guys?
Yeah.
I know about countries.
What's the measurement of snowiest?
It's based off of
like
depth
feet of snow
per year.
Yeah.
So it's feet per, not like the amount.
Correct.
Right.
Well, we say feet. I don't know any other system but inches and feet.
Okay,
so
meters of snow.
Meters, yes. Little yardsticks, or I don't know how they use. Do they even have tape measures?
Meter stick.
Is there a meter measure?
There's a meter stick. We had one of those growing up.
I know there's a meter stick, but do they have like a spooled piece of metal that when it gets old will cut your hand off when it retracts, and it has meter measurements on it?
Yeah.
God, I gotta travel more, man. I am ignorant.
This scoreboard is killer.
Nothing makes me happier than this scoreboard being miserable. That's question 8 out of 16. So I'm gonna open this beer.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah. We didn't even talk about what beer we were having yet, so we'll go ahead and intro that.
Well, you guys study up on some snow trivia.
Yeah, start Googling. It's not trivia somewhere where I can see you on your phone. Google it.
It is timed. And then
So tonight we are doing a beer called Zero Nuggets. It's a cold IPA with Nectaron hops. It's from 450 North Brewing. They are out of Columbus, Indiana.
Have we done a beer from Indiana yet?
I don't think so. I thought about that when I saw this one because I thought they were somewhere else.
I also dig the can.
Yeah, I do like the can art as well. It's fun. We did reach out to the brewery. They did like our post about doing a show featuring their beer, but they never responded back. So
no interest.
Yeah,
Or
that's just crazy to me. That is batshit crazy.
So
I'll reach out early.
Well, we automatically get put into like a different folder, and so if their social media
we're on a
people
business page.
are not looking at that particular like section of messages,
right?
Because they come across as like spam.
Yeah, no, you're nicer than I am. I feel like I already spoke on the matter.
Can you open this for me?
I can.
Thank you.
So Broger Broth, second place. Interesting.
The order has changed. I'm not sure
I love
the
it's because
is.
it depends on who picked the fastest, even though they're all wrong.
Oh, right.
So if you picked the wrongest fastest.
Wrongest Fastest is my favorite high school band.
Yeah.
Are we ready for the next question?
Yes.
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. True or false? All 50 states have seen snow accumulation this winter.
We saw it here in Florida.
It is true.
This is a true statement. Everyone's on the board.
They're finally on the board.
This smells good.
Oh, this smells so good.
It's batshit crazy to me because this was like a snow fact that I saw like randomly when I was looking at some stuff, and I was like, there ain't no fucking way.
Yeah.
Because
the images I've been seeing.
No, I understand
like,
Louisiana got some snow and Florida got some snow and Mississippi got some snow. I was like, ain't no goddamn snow in Hawaii. And then they're like, actually, due to volcanic activity, it regularly gets snow. I was like, I need to travel.
We've been there.
I am so dumb.
Hawaii has so many like variations of everything on all their islands. It's insane.
It is nuts. But that was like the first thought that came to my head when I was like, no way.
No way.
No way. For fuck's sake. No way. Actually, nope. We just got sued. I apologize. I think that's copyrighted. Sorry. There, I fixed it. In a court of Canadian law, we are now even.
Oh. Brogert Broth heard you.
Boy. Frothy now. Sorry, just a new team joke. I just wanted to make sure I read that correctly.
No, they were on the top. They answered wrong the least fast last time.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
This is a very interesting beer. It's good.
Yeah, I'm going to have some notes. Quiz. Oh, what is the most recorded snowfall in U.S. history? 376 inches, 451 inches. Oh, jeez.
Just 517. We don't know if it's centimeters or inches.
Yeah, no. I did that on purpose. You're welcome.
Is it feet?
451 inches is like 30 fucking feet of snow in the United States, which is outrageous. It was in Alaska.
Sounds about right.
Crazy. Those crazy
like
Alaskans.
In one time? Or was it
one storm?
Okay.
No, it was one storm.
Okay.
Which is nuts.
That is nuts. I think, again, when I was in Japan, I think we got, it was about 30, it was 3 feet of snow, like overnight.
Yeah, which is nuts.
Yeah. We made a snowfa, and I made cup holders for my beer.
A snowfa?
Yeah, it's a snow sofa.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Tiffany, have you lived in Japan?
No.
Oh, okay.
What's crazy is I've never even seen this show, and I already knew she lived in Japan.
We're married.
Oh. Cat's out of the bag, you guys.
That actually, he was like, "Have you ever lived in any foreign countries?" Because I'm not about that, and I was like,
not my thing."
Thank God she never lived in California, though.
Oh God, could you imagine being from there?
Oh no!
Oh, no. It's almost as bad as being from Massachusetts.
Oh,
God!
God,
like Rhode Island and Maine had a stepchild. All snowflakes have how many sides? 2, 3, 5, 6.
Wow.
Look at you guys.
Look at everyone.
You really did some 6th grade science. I was homeschooled for religious purposes, so this was a new question to me. And it used a term I'm not familiar with, hexagonal.
You should be familiar with that.
That seems ridiculous when we could just say it has 6 sides.
That's the technical
Stop trying to make me feel dumb, science.
Ban science.
Let's
just stop funding it all together.
Oh, God. Olaf's on fire. That's not good for the snowman.
That's not good for Olaf. Especially with this next question.
Oh, Jesus. All right. What brewery did we have on the show in the past that makes beer using snow melt? Was it Telluride, Drecker, Woods Boss, or Humble Sea?
It was Telluride.
Correct.
I tried looking up how many.
I love it. Bill's just excited he accidentally picked Olaf melting for this, and it was so perfect.
I'm so happy with whoever chose
I
that.
was literally just sitting there going, God damn it.
I've been giggling to myself waiting for it.
Checks out. So yeah, we tried to Google like how many breweries actually use snow melt, and they said it was like inconclusive. Basically, there's no real.
There's some larger breweries that make a very popular snow melt beer every year, but historically, we have spoken with Chris Fish from Telluride,
and he has directly informed us that they use snow melt, so we can for certain have this.
I can
cite
this source.
Yeah, I just love saying Chris Fish. It's just
It is fun, isn't
It
it?
is a fun name.
Yeah. We need to reach back out to him. We haven't. We need to give him
should.
a second run because the beer was killer.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah.
And you've been there now, so
Yeah.
we can be like, hey, remember when our whole show stopped by / Phil?
Yeah, exactly. Remember when we were all there? Just put us in the background of a picture you took.
Let's see who won this thing.
Yes.
Was that the last one? Yeah,
It was.
Mhm.
We come up there.
Get loud.
Ah,
Broder,
it,
Paul's, Olaf.
Olaf.
Yeah, it was. Had to win.
Olaf.
Olaf, well done.
Yeah. Sorry
Nice.
we showed you melting.
I assume you're not a real snowman. That would be even more
don't know.
impressive.
Or they could just be Swedish. Or Norwegian, really.
Yes.
It could be.
We try to play trivia every week. It depends on what we have going on the show, or if we have a guest with us. Sometimes that varies, but keep following along with us. Play trivia anytime we can, because that's honestly
It's
probably
fun.
the most fun I have. I mean, the beer's okay, but trivia is like, man, I get to be a scientist. Oh no! Don't make a yellow snow melt Pilsner. No. No. I'm not against it. I still try it. I've had crazier shit in beer.
It
Yeah,
depends
no.
on where the yellow's coming from for me.
Mm,
You know.
that's fair.
Yeah.
My favorite beer styles monikers are wet horse blanket and dirty socks. Yeah, fuck it. Throw some yellow snow in there. I don't care.
I'm very excited to get into this.
What are we doing next?
Review.
Reviewing
Oh.
this beer.
Fuck yeah, let's review this beer. It's the zoom for Tiffany every time.
It's not until you start zooming in.
All right, what are we reviewing tonight?
Who cares? All right, so tonight
So
again
bad.
we are reviewing Zero Nuggets. This is a cold IPA with Nectaron hops from 450 North Brewing. They're out of Columbus, Indiana. And again, if you're unfamiliar with the show, we are going to use Untapped to review the beer, which easy way for us to keep up with it. Not every brewer's favorite, but it's 1 to 5 bottle caps. 1 being the worst beer you've ever had. 5 bottle caps being you opened 5 of them back to back to back, and it's the best beer you've ever had. And we historically try to judge our beers based off of the style. Not necessarily true to style, but hey, I've had several other cold IPAs. Where does this fall in that world? Because we're not brewers, we're not scientists. I'm not going to tell you that this is made correctly as a cold IPA, because that's a fake term anyway. But I'm just going to tell you if I like the beer or not.
Do you think they got the rights to use this? Or do you think that they made it just odd enough that it wasn't something that would have gotten called out on?
I think it's just odd enough to avoid a cease and desist, but it's pretty
Well, it's
damn
a little
close.
bit different.
That is Zero from Nightmare Before Christmas, right?
Right.
Yes.
And I think they're in 22 states, and this beer is that far reaching. There's no way they don't have a C&D on it yet. If they went that route, or they paid for whatever the alternate version of this is and paid a percentage and said, yep, we still want to use it.
Yeah. Because I think it was, I thought I read that they kind of done a Nightmare Before Christmas kind of series. So I'm kind of wondering what the other ones were. And there must have, if they're going to even say that they did a Nightmare Before Christmas series, I feel like they needed some sort of legal.
Well, Disney's not going to just let that go.
Correct.
Let's be honest.
Yeah. So I don't know
Yeah.
how they did this, or if they just did it and then just stopped brewing it after they got the cease and desist.
No, it's still going. I mean, this one is. Ow, that one's not on there.
I mean, I love it. I love that they did it. Can art is weird and goofy, but fun.
It's definitely going in our beer can art label book.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the coloring of this label.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
I thought about you when I bought the beer because I was in a bottle shop and there's, everybody's fighting for that space. And I'm just kind of walking around, and I always feel like Adam Sandler from Punch Drunk Love in the grocery store when I'm walking around looking at beer, because I feel like there's just a camera here and I'm not really moving. I'm just kind of sort of. And this one jumped out a little bit, and I was like, the hell is going on over there? I know that, stupid Doug.
Yeah. I think they have a Nugget series of beers too, right? So they've got like Divine Funkin' Nugs.
Yep.
Well, are they doing different hops with each one?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the kicker. So this one's with Nectaron hops. They're also not all cold IPAs, but this one's happens to be a cold IPA with Nectaron, which if you've ever seen the show or ever seen me in public, I like Nectaron hops. Yes. I don't care who knows it.
The only thing I think that they missed out on here was doing this as a non-alcoholic.
Correct.
Because that in my head, I was like, "Oh, are we doing a non-alcoholic with the 0 in there?" But
nope, it's 7.2%. I think it's a testicle reference.
I think it's great
because obviously the dog has 0 nuggets.
Yeah,
Neutered.
Neutered twice.
Just like Sweet Charles.
All right, well, Phil, we know you like the can art. Tell me what you think of the beer.
I mean, Tiffany and I both said at this pretty much the same time when we opened it was, damn, that smells good.
Yeah.
It's a good smelling beer. It's just one of those you open, you're like, oh yeah, this one's going to be good. You can just tell. I love it. I think it's got like a nice sweetness to it, but it's also bitter.
Yep.
It's got kind of a mix of those two, which is really, really nice. For a 7.2, I think it's hitting just right. I don't think it's letting you know it's a 7.2, but it's not like, hey, this might be more. It really, I think the flavor and everything is hitting perfectly. Really, really good beer. I'm a big fan of this one. I'm going 4.5 on it. I really, really like it.
You're a piece of shit, Tiffany.
Yeah. Nope.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. Because you said that you have some notes, and I want to hear.
I got some notes.
I want to hear them.
I didn't realize that was a dog on the label. Because again, I don't watch film. I'm not well rounded. No, I enjoy this beer a lot as well. I agree. As soon as I poured it, I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be right up the alley. I think it's a little sweeter than I would have liked it to have been. There is still bitterness on it as well, which is great. It does balance well. But initially when I tried it, it was sweeter than I thought it was going to be, even at 7.2%, which caught me a little off guard. The more I've been drinking it, I'm like, oh, okay, it does balance. It wears down quite
I agree.
a bit.
I did not give it a 4.5 in the first sip. As I've kept going at it, my score went up.
Yep. I think you're absolutely correct. I think 4.5 is perfect for this. If I'd taken a sip of it and jumped on it off the bat, I'd have been out in left field somewhere, because I'd been like, well, that's not what I was expecting based off the smell, based off everything that I read, but yeah, no, it's a fantastic beer. Really would have loved for them to have been on the show so I could tell them that.
Oh, that's right. We're supposed to knock it down a few notches when they're not here.
I did think about it. I thought about going with 3.25 for lack of appearance, but
just
I can't be that guy.
Untapped, ruin their whole business.
Yeah, can't be that guy.
One of our scores coming in at 3.25.
Could you imagine being out of business as soon as that happens?
We have torn apart breweries with our Untapped scores.
I don't even know if Chris Fish is even alive.
What?
Oh, Tiffany, tell us what you think.
No, to make the math easy, 4.5 as well here. So cold IPAs are one of my favorite / I just like hoppy lagers, which is what this is supposed to be.
Right.
Because they do have a clean, so this one is very clear. So it does have a nice clarity to it. It's got good color. Little bit darker than I would have expected, but it's tasty. The Nectaron hops that Daniel likes, these are like the passion fruit, pineapple kind of flavors, and the grapefruit. So I think the grapefruit is really kind of hitting that like tart sour portion of things, like bitter, which are all 3 different things, and I really just mean bitter. But it is super sweet because it has like the passion fruit kind of in the front, and that's I think what I smelled right off the bat.
Yeah.
Or peach, like it's kind of got that like stone fruit like smell to it. But yeah, it is good. The sweetness does wear off after a little while. I think it's solid.
Vero also has the beer, and she was saying it's a perfect amount of bitterness and sweetness. The smell is amazing, not boozy at all. 4.5.
Yep.
I'm surprised Vero doesn't think this is more boozy, because I definitely have a little bit of booziness on there.
Yeah, I can tell it's a 7.
I also think it's for me. It was later, like I said, it was so sweet on the front end that I was like, I checked it when I picked it up to make the dog testicle joke. I was like, oh yeah, 7.2. Holy shit!
Yeah.
Like it's there.
It tastes like it
just comes in later.
The sweetness definitely cuts it a little bit.
Yep.
Like if this would have been, if you would have told me this is a 9, I'd been like, oh, it's a sneaky 9, but I would have believed it.
Yeah.
Like it is a 7 for me.
I'm currently a sneaky 9.
Centimeters or
again, I don't know other measurements. I don't work on micrometers.
All right, so we give 0 nuggets from 450 North Brewing, a 4.5. Great fucking score. Too bad they weren't here to know about it.
No, but fantastic.
I'm sure they're watching. I'm sure they're one of the 800 viewers that we currently have.
Oh yeah, that's right. They leave the 0 out of the. Yeah, I see that now.
They don't put zeros. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot StreamYard changed that where there's no zeros after the watch indication.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
it's normally 2 decimals. Right, it's not important. That's for us to figure out, not you guys.
Yeah, it's a math problem that we got to do later when we're trying to figure out our metrics,
great at math.
our KPIs.
I hate this game.
Everything's fine.
Well, we're gonna do this again.
We are.
I think we're gonna do it next week. Actually, we're gonna have a beer from Schilling Beer, which is out of New Hampshire.
Oh, yeah.
I believe.
Right.
I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I don't have the beer in front of me. But it's a very popular Pilsner. It's well distroed.
I love Pilsners.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. I've already done some research on the brewery, and I'm looking forward to it because it kind of seems like my fucking jam.
Right.
Yeah, they serve bacon year round. I'm just going to make up some facts about them before we get to next week's show, just in case they're on. And it's crazy, too. They have 12 year-round staff members, 6 of which wear hats. The other 6 don't because they signed a contract about not wearing hats. God, it's crazy. It's weird.
It's an NHA
weird group of folks.
Non-hat.
It's a non-hat community. NH.
Non-hat association.
No.
And
let's go wrap this show up.
It's so good seeing you too. Welcome to 2025. I'm excited for another year of this shit.
Good luck out there, guys.
Good luck out there.
Keep following.
And we're back.
Daniel on the stream with the zoom in is the funniest thing. I don't think I ever recovered from that, actually. It's fine.
That checks out.
Yeah, I tried to be serious in my review.
Yeah, me
too. I was giggling.